Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG here bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we are trying out this nifty blue-black control deck that is currently popping around in Legacy. It runs Thief of Sanity, which is a card that was recently printed in Ravnica Allegiance. So we want to go ahead and test out this deck. I think this hand, being we're on the draw and we don't know what we're playing against, I think we do need to mulligan this. And this would be keepable if we had a land, but we're going to have to mulligan again. And now we'll keep this. So hopefully we're going to be able to trump our opponent a little bit. Widen the screen there a little bit for you. So we run a full play set of Hymn the Torok in the main. We will run Baleful Strix in the main. We run Force of Will. We have a couple Jaces, a couple Lilianas. I think we have Liliana the Last Hope and Liliana of the Veil. Alright, that is good. Turn 1 Underground Sea can be anything from Tendrils of Agony to Control to Death Shadow. So we're going to have to wait and see what our opponent's on. So our opponent's going to try and duress us. Do we just let this happen or do we counter back? We probably just have to let this happen. Our opponent's either going to take the Force or the Jace. They could also take the Hymn if they are Tendrils and they need a couple more setup turns. Alright, so they do take the Force of Will here. And it looks like they are Control. So we'll pass the turn. We'll see what our opponent decides to do. Alright, so I should have fetched my upkeep there, but I'm going to go ahead and fetch now. We're not going to use our second fetch land because I really don't want to take unnecessary amounts of damage if we can help it. Alright, and we'll pass the turn. So we got Ad Nauseam and Burning Wish off of our opponent. Alright, so our opponent plays a land. Alright, we're going to play out this Liliana. I think I just want to grab a basic here. No particular reason. I guess I'll just tick up, pass back. Alright, Ponder from our opponent. I recently got a new computer, so if the aesthetics are off a little bit, please let me know. I noticed our avatars are a little small, but maybe that's just me. My screen is bigger than I previously had. I almost want a -2 Liliana here and try and find... I guess not. I guess I just keep taking up Liliana. I'll pass the turn. Now we have, we can pitch this Jace the Force of Will if we need to, if our opponent starts going off. And we might be able to kill our opponents here with zombies. Alright, Thoughtseize seems pretty good. We'll start there. Alright, empty the warrens, dark ritual, rite of flame. So I'm going to take the empty here. I don't want our opponent to combo off and get some goblins. So our opponent has plenty of cards to combo off once they find a piece that they need. But if it's something like Ad Nauseam, we're going to easily be able to counter it. So hopefully we're going to be able to keep our opponent off some cards here. Alright, so our opponent's fetching, which might be a good sign for us. So Rite of Flame, or Dark Ritual. So our opponent's hand that we know of is empty. And Burning Wish. And now I think I just pitch Force to it, right? And then they can't do anything. Alright. Off to the sideboard. So against this deck, I think I want Back to Basics, which feels a little odd in this deck. I guess not. We're running 4 basics. We're running 2 islands, 2 swamps. This is a stock list off of a 5.0 that recently hit Magic Online. I think Thoughtseize can come in, Surgicals can come in, Spell Pierces can come in. There's a lot we have potentially. I could bring in an Engineered also in case our opponent goes Empty the Warrens combo. Diabolic Edict, we can remove 1. These Fatal Pushes can come out. Alright, so let's see what we're taking out here. We're taking out those 4. This probably isn't a back to basic matchup. Our opponent has a lot of non-basic lands in their mana base, but they might also have basic lands. Plus, if they need to, they can just hold up their fetch lands until they need them. Because our opponent's just trying to go off in the 1 turn. I don't think I mind cutting a Baleful Strix or 2 in this matchup. Maybe it's all of them. I don't have a sideboard guide, and I haven't played a lot with Baleful Strix. I really think I want these Thoughtseize, these the Surgicals. I could see bringing in a Spell Pierce, but I feel like once our opponent starts comboing off, they might just have it. But I think we're going to bring in these Spell Pierces anyhow. Maybe it's 1 Spell Pierce, 1 Engineered Explosive. Actually, Baleful Strix. I don't want to declutter our deck too much. Maybe I don't want these Spell Pierces, so I'm gonna side out 1 Liliana of the Last Hope. Bring in 2 Surgicals, 2 Thoughtseize, and an Engineered Explosive. I think this is okay. We're going to try this here. Hopefully our opponent doesn't turn 1 us. So we have Surgical, we have Thoughtseize. Our hand looks good. I'm just worried about a turn 1. Alright, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep the risky hand. Alright, I'll make this... Can I make these any bigger? Card size is at max. Okay, hopefully you guys are able to see this at home. Alright, so our opponent's going to fetch with a Bloodstained Mire. They're going to grab an Underground Sea, and they're going to Brainstorm. We're going to start with a Thoughtseize, and we can possibly Surgical Extract anything we grab from here. Our opponent may put their most important card on top as well to protect it from something like a Thoughtseize. So Thoughtseize, Empty the Warren, Burning Wish, Crow Mox. So Crow Mox isn't one I'm worried about, I don't think. Part of me wants to take this Burning Wish and surgical it. That way they can't get... I'm going to start by taking the Burning Wish. If our opponent Thoughtseize us, then we're going to... Burning Wish is a sorcery. Okay, so we're going to take the Burning Wish. And we're going to pass the turn. And on draw, we're going to surgical the Burning Wish. And they did actually draw a Burning Wish for turn. Alright, so all 4 of their Burning Wishes are gone. Alright. Our opponent can take their turn now. We know their hand is Thoughtseize, Crow Mox. And now they can take our Thoughtseize here. But I think that's okay. I think we're in a decent spot. Alright, and they actually just concede, so good game, opponent. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mouse pads, and more, head over to Inked Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons.